are there any other issues to contend with? And with Eric Bailly, what's his situation in terms of availability and also the speculation around his future and his happiness? What's going on there? Are you able to divulge?
Eric has been isolating back home in Ivory Coast. He's back to England now, and hope that he can be available for the weekend. Hopefully he can train tomorrow, depending on how he feels within himself. But he's had the tests today, so we need to get the confirmation that is still negative.
Laurie Whitwell?
Sorry, go again, Simon.
Sorry, I'll go back to Simon. Okay, Simon?
I was just going to ask, there's lots of talk about his future at the moment and his happiness. Is there anything you can shed any light on there?
No, Eric has played well when he's played. I know there's been speculations. We're talking to him about his contract, so I don't see any issues really.
Laurie Whitwell?
Hi, Ole. You mentioned in the earlier press conference that you can never write off any situation. Looking ahead to the title, if you beat Burnley, that would be 8 points with 6 games to go. Manchester City have obviously overturned that deficit in 2012. Is that a realistic target? Would you wouldn't ever give up, would you, unless it's mathematical?
One, of course, will never ever give up. Man United will never ever give up. This team has had, this club has had too many setbacks and too many great comebacks to have that in our DNA. That's not in our DNA. But if it's realistic, no, probably not, because when you had a team so consistent as Man City have been, you don't expect them to lose 3 games out of the last 6. So, but as long as we do our job, we know that we want to finish the season strong. And that's so 1 game at a time.
James Cooper?
Ollie, I think you surprised us yesterday talking about the banners being changed from red to black and not being able to see red, if you like, at Old Trafford. But psychologically, was it important to make a change so the players feel they're listened to and they're supported? Do you see what I mean?
The devil's in the detail. I know it might sound strange, but when you play at this level, a split-second decision can be the difference between winning a semi-final, losing a game. So we've got to make everything we can, and we always do. That's why we have sports science. That's why we have physios. That's why we do the coaching. Every little detail, every little game. I think every manager is the same. And it's just something you can ridicule that what I said as much as you like, but it's still in our DNA to try to make the most of everything. And that's what we do at Man United. We have the facilities to try to explore any little detail.
Simon Stone?
Ollie, if winning the title is unrealistic, finishing in the top 4 is realistic, and that would be the first time that United have done that in consecutive seasons since Sir Alex Ferguson left. Is there any kind of satisfaction in that, or do you still go back to Sir Alex Ferguson's time and think we should be winning it, we should be competing to win it?
You've got to make progress step by step, and that's just the reality that, of course, if we can manage a second place, if you can keep on winning and get second, if Man City win all their games, or if we win all our games, you want to finish the season strongly. And of course, 3rd last year, 2nd this year, if that's what we manage and close to a trophy, it's progress. It's not that's not the end game. The end game is, of course, winning the league. But we're not in the era of Sir Alex now. We've had a transformation period since he left, which always would happen because there's no one better. Will never be. He was the boss. He was the one who he stayed there for so many years. It was always going to be difficult to replace him. So it's progress step by step, and in the end, if we do that well enough, that's when you get trophies and league titles, which is, of course, our ambition. That's always got to be the aim. But it's everyone knows what I'm talking about anyway. It's step by step.
Declan McCarthy.
Yeah, I just want to pick up on that, what you've just said there, Ollie, in terms of progression. Of course, going back to this time last year against Burnley at Old Trafford, it was a day to forget. And from then to now, what's kind of almost like the kind of 2 or 3 things that you've really picked up in terms of you feel like the squad has developed in the last 12 months?
The last 3 games, I think, against Burnley, we've conceded 2 goals. We've not won any of the last 3 home games against Burnley. It's a massive game for the players, massive game for them to show the mentality that they have shown over the last 13, 14 months. Because I think the attitude's been spot on, determination, the bounce back ability, the quality of not letting one defeat derail your season or lose the momentum, get straight back on getting points or a win. So the way they've coped with the whole situation, the players, I've got to say, they've impressed me. I've said it many a time. The coaches, the little details they try to improve on. I said the devil's in the detail, and our coaches, there can't be too many coaches around the world that look into the detail as much as mine. I'm delighted to be working with them.
Rob Dawson.
Hi, Ollie. Just looking at the Champions League semi-finalists this season, you've beaten PSG, you've beaten City, probably had the better of Chelsea over 2 games. Does that give you confidence that you're not actually that far away from that level?
Reality is we're in Europa League and they're in the Champions League, so of course that's the reality. But when you sit and watch the games and you know how well you've done at times against these, you know that we're not a million miles away, as you say. And it's about consistency. But the human nature, it's sometimes you have little details go against you, margins go against you. We would have loved to have been going through in the group stage. I felt we'd done enough at one point, but we just couldn't get it over the line. So now it's about improving again, looking at them, taking inspiration from our good performances against them, but also learning from the bad performances and the bad results we've had.
Hi everyone, I've got no further hands, so thank you very much for everyone.